Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beef Reacts. Oh my goodness, I did not say that word right. Welcome back to Beef Reacts. Today, we're going to be watching the death battle of Venom, Spider-Man's main symbiote, versus Bane, Batman's, dare I say, most intelligent adversary. I shouldn't say most intelligent. He figured out it was Bruce Wayne pretty quickly, though, because he's fucking Bane. God damn, we're not supposed to curse in the first 30 seconds. Shit. Well, we're just going to keep it in, because we always keep it in, because I don't like redoing intros. That's just not my thing. That's never been my thing. My thing's just kind of doing this now. I'm now a whisper channel. I whisper a lot. Do you like when I whisper? Does it make it, does it track well on camera? I don't know. Anyways, so here's the vibe. I like Venom. I like Bane. I think Venom wins because Venom has all concurrent knowledge of all symbiotes from the hive mind, and Venom is just I'm pretty sure Latino drug addict. That's not the best way. All right, maybe that's not the best way to say it, but I mean, you know, let's jump into it.
Every champion of justice inspires others, whether they mean to or not.
And sometimes that inspiration creates your worst nightmare.
Amen.
Venom, the ultimate antithesis to Spider-Man.
And Bane, the burly genius who broke the bat. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I'm still giving it to Venom.
The word symbiosis refers to two organisms living in beneficial harmony, such as when two beings bond over an obsessive, psychotic desire to kill Spider-Man.
Eddie Brock was an up-and-coming journalist on the
Host Edward Charles Allen Brock, 6'3", goddamn, 230, goddamn. Planet of origin Clintar, graduated from Empire State University with a BA in journalism, has possessed over 30 hosts.
brink of national success when life decided to just shit all over him.
One day, Eddie
Alright, but to be fair, isn't that the state that Peter Parker lives in like every fucking day of his life?
published an article incriminating a man he thought was a serial killer. However, that very same day, Spider-Man caught the real killer, publicly shaming Eddie. As a result, Eddie's company fired him, his father disowned him, and his wife left him. Also, he had cancer.
Damn, talk about a bad day. Understandably pretty upset about it, Eddie blamed Spider-Man for ruining his life. This led to his fateful meeting with a weird black gooey alien. Remember Gak from the 90s? It's just like that, except alive and evil.
You know, people like to shit on the Topher Grace Venom. I personally like it. I think it does a good job. I think Topher, like people like to say he did a bad job, but like he acted it well. And if you actually look at the thematics of what that movie was about, it was about the duality of man and shit like that. And it's just, I think Sam Raimi did the best with what he had.
This was a symbiote from the planet Clintar, an alien species with one goal: to grow stronger by fusing with a living host. I know that sounds intimidating and almost parasitic, but the Clintar people are naturally a peaceful race. However, they often inherit their host's traits and personality. This symbiote in particular had previously bonded with a violent alien bent on genocide and a costume superhero everybody knows as Deadpool.
That crazy lunatic? Oh, there's no way this symbiote is sane after that.
Wait, what? Wait, it formed with Deadpool first? I don't believe that. There's no fucking way it formed with Deadpool first.
It wasn't. Afterward, it bonded with Spider-Man, who experienced this rage and lunacy firsthand. Horrified by this, Spider-Man eventually discarded the symbiote. Unaware the alien had determined Spidey was its ideal host and became obsessed with him.
I'm not gonna lie, this... Oh god, not the South Park. I know. Oh boy, that's dirty. That's a dirty girl. That's a dirty Shirley if I've ever seen one. Snooky wants Snoo, and she is taking Cartman's little boy hole. Goddamn.
Much like bar trash Cindy that sometimes you go home with, but never really want to see her again. So what do you get when you combine an angry man and a black goo monster, both hatefully obsessed with the same guy? Combine an angry you go home with, but never really want to see her again. So
oh no, he was caught by the spider. I was like, is he trying to kill him?
What do you get when you combine an angry man and a black goo monster, both hatefully obsessed with the same guy? Most just call him Venom.
Did you know Eddie came up with the name Venom because he felt he was spewing venom from the tabloids he worked at?
Serious?
I don't like the name Venom, but I will say, here's the thing. I think the best version of the symbiote was still Spectacular Spider-Man. I think it did a really good job handling it. I think most pieces of media handle Venom well, but God, am I excited for Spider-Man 2. Like, I'm so fucking excited for Spider-Man 2. It's gonna be so awesome.
Seriously? I give that origin a 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
Thank God the name's cool at least, and Venom's abilities are even cooler. He's insanely strong.
Increased strength, speed, and durability, shape-shifting, webbing, gliding, decoys, can spread tendrils or spikes, invisibility.
Ridiculously agile, and has a fast-paced healing factor. He can power through bullets with no problem at all.
Healing.
Plus, the symbiote carries some of the abilities of its previous owners, including Spidey. That means he can climb on walls and shoot webbing strong enough that Spidey himself can't break through.
Technically speaking, Venom simply reproduces the webbing effects via one of his more useful powers, shape-shifting. This symbiote can act as a liquid, allowing it to increase Venom's size for intimidation, or even mimic Eddie's everyday clothing for discretion.
Not to mention, Venom can morph into a wingsuit to glide through the air, isolate and purge toxins from its host's body, straight up turn invisible, or even just sprout spikes for simple stabbing weapons.
Okay, and what does Bane do? Break Batman's back? Is it that he's smarter? The idea here is that they don't have prep time and they don't have the ability to know each other beforehand. So how the fuck is this?
With these abilities seemingly limited only by his twisted imagination, Venom has tangled with many of his world's heavy hitters. He's defeated Spider-Man with
through a car several blocks, survived an exploding power plant, defeated Spider-Man, Electro, and Juggernaut, withstood blows from the Hulk, held up a Ferris wheel while weakened. Eddie can... Give me a second. Eddie can bench press over 500 pounds. Goddamn.
Without having a host, resisted Ghost Rider's penance stare, and shaken off the Hulk's infamous thunderclap. That's right, he's even taken blows from the likes of the Juggernaut and the Hulk.
Even if Venom does get injured, the symbiote can rapidly heal its host. From broken bones, impalement through the chest, or even blasts from an anti-tank rocket.
Except the time that Venom gave Eddie cancer because he thought that they were growing apart. Imagine being given cancer by a fucking symbiote because it's jealous that you guys aren't talking as much. I'm not lying. That would fucking suck. Like, that would be the L of the fucking century. Like, no.
He's also so speedy that he can catch up to bullets in mid-flight. But if he doesn't feel like it, he'll just take the shot and spit it back with deadly force.
He's strong enough to bust down metal doors with his fists, tear apart large military trucks, or throw cars several blocks away.
I mean, part of that's gotta be Brock. Have you seen how much that dude can lift?
I mean,
Most impressively, Venom once held up a giant carnival ride similar to a Ferris wheel, even after getting struck by one of his worst weaknesses, a sound gun.
A sound gun? That's pretty lame. So, like, I can just beat him if I scream really loud?
With enough sound or literal firepower, yes, you could force the symbiote to expose the vulnerable host underneath. Though I should note that repeated exposure has helped Venom build up some tolerance.
So, you're telling me that... I don't... Here's the thing. They're setting up the weakness for Venom because Bane can easily exploit that because Bane is insanely intelligent. I just don't see it happening.
Also, while the symbiote is highly versatile, Venom is not exactly a strategist. Yeah. Unsurprising given his apparent insanity.
I like being bad. It makes me happy.
The symbiote also requires a diet containing the chemical phenethylamine.
Pheno, what? You like buy that at the store or?
Chocolate. No, it's found in certain fungi, chocolate, and brain matter, which the symbiote greatly hungers for.
Oh great, now it eats brains! God, this guy is literally a living nightmare.
Eddie?
But in the movie, he eats chocolate. He eats lots and lots of chocolate. Honestly, the Venom movies are pretty great. I think I have a lot of fun watching.
Is that you?
There's no more Eddie and no more symbiote. Only Venom.
Lame.
In his personal mission to drive crime from Gotham City, Batman has faced dozens of foes, each more vile and cunning than the last. But none challenged his sheer willpower more than the monstrous man called Bane.
Bane's life was screwed from the start. He was born into prison and made...
Real name not known. He's 6'8". He's got 5 inches on Eddie. 350. Goddamn. Born in Pene Duro prison. Favorite childhood toys: teddy bear named Osito. Favorite hobby: breaking backs. Is a bad guy. For you.
to carry out his dead dad's life sentence. Talk about carrying the sins of your father. I mean, who puts a baby in jail? Couldn't it just, like, crawl through the bars? Did they make a baby jail? So many questions.
The child spent his dawning years in captivity, forced to fend for himself against a cruel and unforgiving world. Then one day, a fateful accident caused something to snap inside him.
I'm guessing his neck.
No, well, it should have. Instead, the boy slipped into a coma where he saw a vision of his future self. A man standing above all other men.
Future self told him he would be second to none, so long as he could conquer the power of fear, which is apparently shaped like a bat. Huh, would you look at that?
Well, that's an interesting, honestly, from a writing standpoint, that's a very interesting way of conceptualizing, putting it out there. Because the bat's not even a fear. It's just a fear of creatures, a fear of the unknown, and a fear of that which can hurt you. It's a very interesting concept, which I assume thematically can work in a lot of different ways.
What are the odds?
When the child awoke, he began his journey to conquer that fear through the power of bloody murder.
Hell yeah! That's also when the prison warden called him a bane to everything holy.
Now my question is it better to conquer fear, or is it better to embrace your fear? As in, know that you're scared and move on, or just fight it to the point where it no longer exists?
And that's why he's named Bane.
Genuine question.
2 out of 10. Anyway, it wasn't long before Bane caught wind of a certain bat ruling.
And that, by the way, that was the foreshadowing. The being named Bane and the 2 out of 10 versus 3 out of 10 shows that Venom's going to win by 0.1 due to name originality. I guarantee it. I guarantee that shit so fucking quick.
Gotham City by fear. But he got to work trying to become the ridiculously jacked guy he saw in his dream so he could take down Batman once and for all.
As he grew up, Bane entered an intense daily workout regimen, not just of his body, but his mind as well. He educated himself in 10 languages, escapology, combat tactics, and several martial arts, including a few he created himself.
Bane pretty much became a legend across the prison, so to remind everybody who was in charge, the warden decided to make an example of him.
See, this place wasn't just a prison. The army of Santa Prisca was conducting tests on human subjects with an experimental formula called Venom.
Because super soldier formulas are all the rage.
I feel like I thought it was called Titan, or is it called Titan in a different game? Odd name, but either way, why do they always do experimentation? They do experimentation on soldiers here, all right? No, they do it on both. Jesus Christ, Matthew, come on now, be at least somewhat considerate of those that go through the fuck shit that is the world. Sorry, everyone.
The procedure had killed every previous test subject, but Bane proved hardier than expected.
And after he had a taste, Bane wanted Venom for himself. So he faked his own death, punched a few sharks to death, and liberated the whole prison single-handed. The inmates joined his cause, and he took his new super soldier serum to Gotham City.
Using a special apparatus on his wrist, Bane can administer a dosage of Venom directly into his brain at will. Doing so dramatically increases his muscle mass, turning him into one of Gotham City's most ferocious physical threats. He's destroyed the Batmobile with his bare hands, jumped off skyscrapers without injury, and lifted loaded armored trucks which weigh tens of thousands of pounds. And then there's the...
Which version of Batman is your favorite? I personally like the Batman. Now, I can see an argument for the animated series, but I think the Batman does such a good job of mixing that eerie and like gritty version of Gotham that's also cartoonish in a way. It works so damn well. Comments down below. What's your favorite Spider-Man series or Spider-Man movie, and what is your favorite Batman series or Batman movie?
feat he's most famous for: breaking the back of Batman. But Bane didn't just break bone. He literally put poor Batman into a coma.
Well, years later, Batman did get his revenge. After swapping powers with Superman, he paid Bane a visit and broke his everything.
And somehow, this didn't kill him.
He's one tough son of a bitch, and if he needs it, Bane can crank up his flow of venom for more strength and faster healing. But when he first tried this, it came at a cost.
Turns out, an overdose of venom can temporarily deteriorate one's mind, turning Bane into a mindless, muscle-bound beast.
And it's also surprisingly addictive, so eventually Bane swore off the stuff for some time.
But this only let Bane prove that he is just as dangerous even without the performance-enhancing drug. He's been pelted by dozens of bricks at once and taken countless stabbings and bullets without even reacting.
Am I supposed to somehow be impressed by this when in like new seasons of this fucking thing they use words like kilotons of TNT? Like, come on now.
He once cauterized his own wound with a blowtorch and even got thrown hundreds of yards by Elasti-Woman and got right back up, ready to fight.
Still off the juice, Bane is strong.
I think this had to have been like not this had to have been versions, but this must have been like one of those before they had like I can't use words good. Sorry, I'm stretching my tongue. I am not the pheasant plucker. I am the pheasant plucker's son, and I'll keep plucking pheasants until the pheasant plucking is done. Okay, we're back. Isn't Bane like? Is this like before they had like legitimate researchers to calculate all the insane shit that they calculate in newer series? Like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch at this point can fuck Bane up entirely.
Strong enough to tear down a stone prison wall, casually rip off an armored guy's limbs, and take out dozens of members of the League of Assassins, solo. But if he really needs to, he can always fall off the wagon and get back on the venom.
Bane's absurd power is matched only by his intelligent mind. He possesses a photographic
tore down stone wall without venom, was launched hundreds of feet away unharmed, lifted a 27-ton armored truck, survived assault from Superbat, survived 11 years in prison isolation, beat 6 villains on venom by himself, swam against a 35 miles per hour current, nearly killed Batman.
Memory, rivals Ra's al Ghul in chess, and deduced the identity of Batman in 1 year when nobody else could figure it out.
Yeah, Bane's pretty ridiculous, but it's no secret that he's at his best when he's got that venom juice pumping through his veins. Luckily for him, he eventually developed a form of venom that didn't turn his brain into mush, and he then soon got addicted to that stuff all over again.
Still, Bane has proven over and over again that with or without venom, anyone who crosses him will beg for mercy and receive none.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
When we fought before, I broke the bat. Today, I break the man.
Oh. Damn, just did not give a flying fuck about any of that nonsense. Well, it's time for the death battle. Well, it's time for their sponsor. The
all right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
I'm giving it to Venom. I think Venom just makes... Well, fuck, because Bane is smarter. If Bane wins, it's going to be because he's smart enough to figure out sound and fire bullshit. But I think Venom is... He has more versatility.
All this strength talk has reminded me I gotta bulk up. And the best now food is door. Cuts and salvage and just take meals seriously. Now.
We're there. We're back, baby.
Step aside, niños.
Hey. Venom.
It's the bat.
No, it's something else.
Come on. Oh, he's just insane.
You're mine!
I will say it was always cool that they had the sprite animation stuff. That is really what set Death Battle apart from a lot of other conversations about who was stronger, who was this, or who was that.
Yummy! Oh, your blood's spicy! Delicious! Daddy can punch!
Isn't Venom technically getting a taste of Venom, which is letting, because he tasted the blood, or is that just not how that works? Because if that's how that works, then technically speaking, he should be getting fucked up. Alright.
So, you fall back on cheap magic tricks, trying to disappear. Yet you don't know how to be truly invisible. Now, I give you permission to die.
Alright, that was cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was fucking cool. Not the fire. Oh, he's giving himself venom.
You're just like all the others. Broken.
Well, they recreated one of the coolest panels of all time, but again, Bane is like physically stronger, but like and he's smarter. I still think Venom's got it. Now, I am a Spider-Man fanboy. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not, but I think Venom's pulling through on this one. Okay, no, he's not. He is just fucking dead. Oh, wait.
Unbreakable. What's happening? Now for what we came for!
There we go.
Up goes the weasel!
He ate his brain. Awesome.
KO!
Now, the question is, did Venom get addicted to Titan Brain because of that? Because, I mean, it's an addictive drug, so, I mean, why not?
Ew, that can't taste good.
Both fighters were intense physical threats, but only one wielded the superior Venom.
Venom had many advantages over Bane. Speed, durability, versatility, and even strength.
Thought so.
Bane's peak strength was at most just enough to lift a 27-ton car. Meanwhile, Venom was strong enough to stop a falling carnival ride and hold it up by himself, even while in a weakened state. Comparing it to similar carnival rides, my very conservative estimate would place this thing weighing around 200 tons.
Makes sense.
Way more impressive than anything Bane ever lifted.
Of course, Bane was smarter. However, even if he had deduced Venom's key weaknesses to fire and sound, he wasn't really equipped to take advantage of them.
As for speed, Venom could catch bullets. Even better, he could catch up to bullets in midair. He had to move over 1,500 miles per hour to do that.
Ironically enough, almost twice the speed of sound.
Surprisingly, their durability levels were pretty even. Both have taken hits from Superman-level beings and lived to fight another day.
The big difference being Venom's healing factor was far superior. He could fight on par with Juggernaut, who can make 4.8 magnitude earthquakes with his bare hands.
That's kind of dope.
But it's not like Batman ever needed super strength to knock Bane out cold.
In time, Venom's superior strength, speed, durability, and versatility simply overwhelmed Bane.
Looks like Venom was the real Bane of this fight.
The winner is...
I'm sorry, I'll go home. But
Venom.
yeah, I felt like Venom was gonna win.
Hey, stick around to find out who's coming up next on Death Battle. And if you want to see behind-the-scenes commentary on the episode, then click that box and start a 30-day free first membership trial. Thanks.
I appreciate you, but either way, Screw Attack is no more. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you don't mind, just like, comment, share, subscribe. Again, if you don't mind, comments down below. Tell me your favorite Batman media and your favorite Spider-Man media. Post every day. Peace out. Hope you have a good one. It's been a pleasure.